What's up, everybody? Welcome back to BoxTalk. As you can see, I done moved all of my videos to this channel. This is going to be the dedicated channel for BoxTalk. All boxing news, worldwide boxing news, boxing commentary, and whatnot. So let's jump straight into this one, which is not boxing. We're going to be talking about UFC today. Is the UFC falling off? This entire year with the UFC, it looks like it's been a roller coaster. You know, with a bunch of fight cards being changed last minute, fighters dropping out, inconsistent banger cards throughout the year. Is the UFC seeing trouble right now in the foreseeable future? Is there something going on behind the scenes that we don't know? Is the UFC failing? Is the UFC falling off? We're gonna break that down today. If you like this kind of content, drop a like, a comment down below what you would like to see next, as well as hit that subscribe button for more box talk and UFC content. First, let's start off with something that has been in the works for 2 to 3 years now. Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor was the face of the UFC at one point. Conor McGregor pulled in millions of pay-per-view buys during his main event cards. The issue right now is Conor McGregor says he's gonna fight Michael Chandler, and it never happened. Michael Chandler has been waiting for this Conor McGregor fight, and in the meantime he fought Paddy Pimblett and he lost. Not necessarily to say it's a bad thing. He also fought, I can't necessarily remember who he fought before Paddy Pimblett. He's been waiting for this McGregor fight for a very, very long time, and McGregor's kind of been stalling. He's been talking about running for the Ireland presidency. He's been doing movies. He did Roadhouse. He's been also talking about doing boxing as well. KSI has been in the works of kind of doing a Conor McGregor fight. Conor McGregor's not down for it, but he's down for it. Whatever. What's going to happen with him in the future is that maybe he'll still become a UFC affiliate. The issue is, you know, he has a contract with Dana White in the UFC to fight. I don't know if that's void now because of all the controversy he's been going through in that court case he went through. So we'll see in the future how that stands for Conor McGregor in the UFC. Next, we're going to talk about Jon Jones. Jon Jones has been holding on to that heavyweight title for so long. And we're going to refer to the Wade Concept channel on YouTube, which I love watching this content. Of course, he breaks down influencer boxing as well as UFC content. That heavyweight belt, the heavyweight division is the most important part of combat sports, as what Wade said. And that makes a lot of sense. The heavyweight is the biggest, baddest man in the room. And you have to kind of back that up. Jon Jones is in Thailand right now. He's on side quests right now. Tom Aspinall is the man for him, his next fight. Yet Tom Aspinall is also like, yo, I can't fight nobody else but Jon Jones right now. Everybody's telling me to stay still, and I can't fight right now. Now, another thing is Dana White, of course, is glazing him to high hell. He is basically holding this man to high regards at all times, saying he's the best fighter of all time. And okay, I can agree with that, but the man needs to fight now or he needs to give up the belt. The UFC they're not scared to strip belts from people. You know, of course, other fighters give up their own belts as well. Ilia Topuria just gave up his belt to hop up to lightweight so he can fight Charles Oliveira. This is, I believe, during International Fight Week in June. Jon Jones needs to either give up this belt or fight. Let me know what you guys think about that. The UFC has been known for scheduling the best fights. When it's time to fight, it's time to fight. Dana White does not play about that, and he will take belts to set up fights. But then you got Jon Jones. He's not setting up a fight for Tom Aspinall. It's kind of ruining the heavyweight division, and that's been known to be the most exciting part of the UFC. Then you got, you know, a bunch of your fighters who have been faces of this entire company losing fights back to back to back. Of course, you got the biggest draw for all of your fighters, Conor McGregor, or one of the, bro, he's not doing anything. He's saying he's fighting, he's saying he's doing all these side missions and stuff, and he's kind of playing around with UFC, Dana White, all of this stuff. But with that being said, is the UFC falling off? You let me know in the comments down below. I think that it's probably going to take a major hit. I think they're going to switch their promotional company, or they're taking things off at ESPN right now. It's kind of like behind the scenes stuff. Seems like they're going to be moving to another platform. I don't know if it's going to be pay-per-view anymore, and that's another issue. The pay-per-view it's not worth it anymore. Spending $70 for a lackluster fight card, no one's going to, pay attention to that. Eventually, UFC is going to either have to lower the pay-per-view prices or make it free, just to bring the audiences in for some time, just to build that pay-per-view value again. Which the value for pay-per-view nowadays is so low. And a lot of these people are illegally watching these streams. More people are watching the streams illegally than legally. So that's also another issue that the UFC is facing, and that's gonna hurt or help them in the future with the way they're gonna move for their pay-per-view content. But with their pay-per-view content, it's not good. So more people are probably gonna pirate it still, if it's still gonna be lackluster cards. But with that being said, I don't think the UFC is going to fall off if they take the right path. They could, eventually move like how boxing was in the later 2010s, where no fights were really being paid attention to unless you're a heavy hardcore fight fan. Seems like boxing has been taking an uprise now because of the influencer boxing scene and whatnot. So we'll see how that goes. This is Box Talk. We talking about UFC, is it falling off? Leave a comment down below what you think. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Welcome to the new channel. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.